Are you ready to be a millionaire in just 5 years? In this video, we're going over all the bullish things about CRO and price predictions, and I'll show you exactly how much CRO you need to be a millionaire and retire in 2026. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income, and I want you to join me on this journey. If you haven't already noticed, CRO is my favorite project and the one I'm most bullish on, and it's for many reasons. CRO is going to be around for a very long time, and the fact that they're getting more and more partnerships left and right, like Fnatic, London's esports organization, which we have right here. It has an article, so they partnered with them for a 5-year deal with cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com worth $15 million. So this was just about 2 weeks ago. And then even more recently, their partnership with their first NBA partnership, the 76ers. It's right here. There's an article all about it. This was just a week later after that other partnership. And the 76ers are even launching their first NFT on the Crypto.com platform. So if you want to read about it, about these partnerships, you can check out these articles. Another huge thing that they just did was they increased their insurance policy from $360 million to $750 million, which is one of the largest insurance policies out of all the exchanges. So right here, you can see about a year and a half ago in May of 2020, they increased their insurance policy from 100 million to 360 million. And just about 2 weeks ago, they increased it from 360 million to 750 million. So if they were to somehow get hacked, they have this massive insurance policy to cover it. Huge things are coming for CRO in the next few weeks. We have the Kronos mainnet launch on October 19th. That is like it's switching to be like the Polygon and the BNB Smart Chain and Phantom, which have all performed so well when they did switch. The very next day on the 20th, the 76ers debuted their first game showing off their Crypto.com logo on their jerseys, which you can see in this article right here. This patch will make its official team uniform debut on the October 20th. There are so many bullish things to drive the price up so much in the short term, but let's look at my price predictions for the years to come. And before we do, some may say that my price predictions are way too conservative, but hey, I'd love to be wrong because that means that we're just gonna make that much more money. So first thing we're gonna look at is the CRO against BTC potential. And so I went on CoinMarketCap and I was looking at the charts, and the more recent highest point in about April of 2019, you can see that it went up to almost 2,500 Satoshis. But more recently, just of last year in August, it went all the way up to about 1,600 Satoshis. Right here it says only 1,400, but it actually went up to 1,600. What would that put the prices at today? From looking at this chart, these are my predictions. If CRO were to hit 1,000 Satoshis, then these are what my price predictions would be. So first, if CRO was at 500 Satoshis today, the price would be at 21.4 cents. And then if it were at 1,000 Satoshis today, it would be at 42.8 cents. And then if it were all the way up to 1,600 Satoshis today, it would be at 68.5 cents. Now, based off of this, I'm looking at my price predictions year by year, and that's how I came up with these numbers. First thing I want to point out, bearish IBT. IBT just stands for I've been trading. So this is my bearish prediction of 40 cents, my regular prediction of 61 cents, and my bullish prediction of 99 cents. And then the averages between all of these. The reason my bullish prediction is 99 cents is because a lot of pressure is leading up to $1, and so it might just get really close and then come back down. And like I said before, these are very conservative, so people might want to see a lot higher numbers, but I'd rather be conservative than too bullish. So as you can see, by 2026, we can see that my price predictions are between about $1.50 all the way up to about $4.50. After I created all these price predictions, what I wanted to do was create models to see exactly how much CRO you needed to retire in different countries. So first one we're going to be looking at is how much CRO you need to retire in 2026 in the US. So basically what I did is I created these spreadsheets and I go for 50 years. So this would last you for 50 years, and this is how much you would need. So in 2026, you would need about $936,000 worth of CRO at that time. And with this, I'm calculating that you're earning 8% staking, and then you're earning an additional 1% from trading every year, and then an increase in price of about 2% yearly. And the appreciation is the staking added onto the balance, and that gives you the total. and then inflation of 3%. And for expenses, what I did is I took the average salary that people get and I times it by 2.5%. So the expenses are actually pretty dang high, and so you might even need less than this if you were to live a little bit more frugal, but this just allows you to live a more comfortable lifestyle by timesing it by 2.5. And then I also calculated 3% interest, so that's added on to the expenses annually, as you can see them going up every single year. And then that leaves you with an end balance. And then I also added in a cash back. So let's say you have the CRO Icy White or the Rose Gold debit card. This is how much you would get cash back, and that's with only using about 30% of the expenses. So I only calculated about 30% of the expenses into this cash back. It could be even higher. And then here's the amount that you would need without staking. So no staking required, you'd need $3.75 million worth. And then without trading, you need about $1.1 million worth. So what does that look like? So the amount of CRO you would need based on these price predictions that I came up with are these amounts right here. And I'm just gonna be sharing with you the averages of these amounts. So the average amount of CRO you would need in the US is about 309,000 or about $55,000 worth. And without staking, you need about 1.2 million coins, about $219,000 worth. And without trading, you need about 350,000, about $62,000 worth. Now we're gonna move on to the next country, which is Canada. For Canada, you would need about $866,000 worth of CRO in 2026. And then without staking, you need about $3.5 million worth. And without trading, you need about $1 million worth. And then moving on to the spreadsheets, that comes out to about 285,000 CRO tokens that you would need. Without staking, you need about 1.1 million CRO tokens. And without trading, you need about 326,000 tokens. And now, if you want to download these sheets, I have them all available to my Patreon members. And you can check them out and even edit them based on the prices and as the coins fluctuate. Moving on to Puerto Rico, you need about $1.15 million worth of CRO in 2026. And you need about $4.6 million worth without staking and about $1.3 million worth without trade. And that comes out to about 380,000 CRO tokens. Without staking, you need about 1.5 million CRO tokens, and without trading, you need about 435,000 CRO tokens. Moving on to Portugal, you need about $763,000 worth of CRO in 2026, and then without staking, you need about $3 million worth, and without trading, about $870,000 worth, which that comes out to about 250,000 CRO tokens. Without staking, you need about 1 million tokens, and without trading, you need about 287,000 tokens. Moving on to the UK, you need about $1 million worth of CRO tokens. Without staking, you need about 3.8 million, and without trading, you need about 1.1 million, which that comes out to about 320,000 CRO tokens needed. Without staking, you need about 1.3 million CRO tokens, and then without trading, you need about 370,000. Moving on to Australia, you need about $1 million worth of CRO. Without staking, you need about $4 million worth, and without trading, about $1.15 million worth. And that comes out to about 330,000 CRO tokens. Without staking, you need about 1.3 million CRO tokens, and without trading, you need about 380,000 tokens. The last one we're looking at is New Zealand. You need about $800,000 worth to retire in 2026. And then you need about $3.2 million worth of CRO without staking and 900,000 without trading. And that comes out to about 265,000 CRO tokens. Without staking, you need about 1.05 million tokens. And then without trading, you need about 300,000 tokens. Now I want to show you how the staking works on the DeFi wallet and how much better it is than crypto earned, and then how much of a difference it'll make on retiring. So let's look through the DeFi wallet real quick. Now one of my favorite features about Crypto.com is the DeFi wallet. So I'm actually staking here on the DeFi wallet, and I have about 90,000 CRO being staked, and I'm earning about 30 plus CRO a day. So as you can see right here, I have 116 CRO that I've earned, and then I have a little bit more that's locked up because I use this one, but it's a lower percentage and it charges it with a commission. So I unstaked it. And so something to keep in mind with this is there's an unbonding period, which is the 28 days. And so once you unstake it, you'll have to wait 28 days to withdraw that CRO. And so right now I'm waiting for this 3,500 CRO to be unstaked. And so what I would recommend is you don't stake your whole CRO portfolio on here, because then you'll have to wait 28 days. So let's say the price just goes up to like $1 or $2 super quickly and you want to sell some. Well, if you have all of yours here locked up, you'd have to wait 28 days to withdraw. And within 28 days, you could see it come back down to a lower price. And so it's nice to have some of it available so that you can sell. Something that I do just for fun is with staking is I like to stake a smaller amount. So like right here, 300, but I will put in this 3,500 into this, and I like to watch them kind of compete. The DeFi wallet is super easy to use and super nice. So I'm earning about 30 something CRO a day, which is literally like $5 a day. And on the crypto.com platform, if I was staking 90,000 there, I'd be earning about probably 15 or so. Actually, it would be 15 if I was staking for 3 months. If I had it locked up for 3 months, I'd be earning about 15 a day. But if I was just using the regular, then it'd be even less. It'd be like 10 a day. If I was using the 1 month, then it'd be like 10 a day. So this is super worth it to be staking some of it, because it's just gonna grow your position that much faster. My 90,000 could literally make me 10,800 coins in a year. So that would grow my portfolio to over 100,000 coins. So I absolutely love the DeFi wallet. Now, after looking at all those numbers, let's plug in that 12% into these models that I created just on the US one, and let's see how much less you need. So here I am on this spreadsheet. And like I said before, if you want to download these spreadsheets, check on my Patreon where I share all of them and much more. So you would need about $640,000 worth of CRO in 2026. You would need about the same 3.75 million, and then about 700,000 without trade. Now check this out. Before I scroll over to the right, the price as it moves lower, the less and less money that you'll need, and the more bang you can get for your buck. The average CRO you would need is 210,000 coins, roughly $31,510, which is just insane. It's basically half of what the other one was showing. And then for without staking is the same, about 1.2 million CRO tokens. Without trading, you need about 232,000 tokens, and that would cost you roughly $35,000 today. So you can see how big of a difference with the staking that this will increase, and really how this will make you a millionaire in just a couple years. Now, before you buy a ton of CRO, you need to watch this video right here, where I compare it with 8 other cryptos on how to retire on each of them and see how it stacks up. Thanks for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.